I gotta avoid the chainsaw hot tub massacre. Let's get into it, shall we? Oh man, cold. It's cold out here for a pimp. Boom, baby, boom. Right. Ooh, scrap. Getting beat up on this video. Up early. I feel good today. I went and got me some sleep last night on that full moon, flexing on these hoes, You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, here's the thing. It doesn't just rain on you. That's the thing. Like, I had to have this morning motivation because I was waking up and I'm seeing all these Vegas posts. It's fucking flooding Rock City too. So it's not just Vegas, it's Black Rock City too. Actually, I forgot to get here. Let's get this. I'm gonna load this bowl real quick. But yeah, bro. Stop eating. But yeah, bro. Stop eating sugar. I'm just gonna put it out there. Stop eating sugar, bro. This is like what? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it doesn't just rain on you. And that's something that somebody should have said something to somebody long ass time ago, because we just get in our heads and we think the storm is just there, and it turns out the storm is everywhere. It's at Burning Man for all the people that are Finland. And I'm like, oh man, I miss Burning Man. I wish I had gone. Right? Jealous of something, some situation, or somebody else, knowing damn well that shit wasn't meant for me. Like, for reals though, you can be jealous all you want. Like, oh, she got a boyfriend. What if he's beating her? And then you go like, well, at least the sun's shining. It was raining in Barcelona and Finland and Vegas, bro. It rains everywhere. And that's the thing. It's not just us. It happens to all of us, dude. And that's something that a lot of people, they tend to look at someone else's situation. They tend to think that it's better than what they got, get jealous, and miss the whole point of life itself is different for all of us, bro. It's different for all of us. All of us are going to experience all of the emotions, and all of us have the same experiences. Like, you're not going to go through life without losing your parents. You're not going to go throughout life without having some kind of tragedy, and you're definitely not going to get to go through life without experiencing the full gamut of life. You're going to get rained on. And that's what we had to talk about this morning motivation. Turn around. I feel so good right now. All the workouts are making my muscles pop. I feel sexy in this motherfucker. What's up, bitch? What's up? You want some? Come see me. You know what I'm saying? So, it's a thing, because I was talking, I did the morning motivation with the new homie. He's here in Finland and he's from Sri Lanka. And he was like, you know what you said after I got off the morning motivation, he said it really touched me. I said, yeah, it was meant for our mutual friend. You know, I didn't want to drop any names, but the homie, you know, he's going through it, you know, and we should be there for him. You know, I've been there where I had no friends and I thought drugs were the end, and I didn't know where to begin. And we get that way. Especially when the weather's bad, especially when there's hurricanes. I know there was a hurricane in Florida. My homie flooded again, like for the third time. I don't know why he lives there, but move back to Vegas, Keith. Move back to Vegas, buddy. But even there, it's rain. So it's like, you know, it's like my attempt to heal myself. Yeah. You know, it doesn't matter if I'm in Barcelona or Helsinki. I still have thoughts of what my life would have been, you know, with a family and a wife and a kid, and just avenues and paths not traveled by. You know, last night we hung out with the homies. We had a group of like 12 dudes sitting around just chilling, listening to music, smoking, drinking, the like. And the other homie walked by and he was with a pretty girl, and they were on a walk, and they said hi, but they didn't come into the group. They just kept walking by. And it's like that, you know, our lives, we think that we choosing paths and decisions, quick decisions too. Like, yeah, let me add some fries to my order. Let me add, you know what's a burger without a soda? You know what I'm saying? Like, gotta get a soda. And quick decisions add up to like unhealthy unconsciousness in our lives. Like, you don't know
how unhealthy you're being till the situation has been faced to you. And it's like, in the moment we have, what's the psychology term? We have, what is it? Oh, Mark, you would bring up something in blanket. I didn't even smoke yet. When you bring it up, it's not a decision bias. There's what do we call that? Cognitive dissonance. Thank you. Pew, now I can smoke. Cognitive dissonance is being presented with the facts and still making the same decision, right? Like even if someone's like, "Yo, Jesus never was born or ever alive, he's a mythical creature," you're gonna be on some, "Nah, I believe, and I believe so much because I got a cross tattoo," and then you're gonna be like, "You got a tattoo, but you're supposed to be a Christian." Anyway, my point is this is you're going to believe what you're going to believe, and the tough part is to believe something different. The tough part is to believe that you can quit sugar. The tough part is that you can believe that you can survive an abortion. The tough part is that you can believe that you can travel without money. These are my beliefs, right? I'm touching my heart because I believe these things. What I also believe to be true, when I was telling my friend about the depression, was I used to think that it only rained on me, right? I really believed that this black cloud of depression was just like, you move to the left, it would move to the left. You move to the right, it would move to the right, and partly cloudy, strong chance of rain every fucking time of my life. And I was having tough time with it. I mean, I'm still have tough time with my depression. It feels better that my muscles are popping and I feel good. The sun was popping out earlier. Sun's out, guns out, but it's going overcasty and doing its rainy dance. But I look at the videos of my friends and I realize that it's not just me doing that dance. You know what I mean? It's not just me with a storm in my mind and with gray clouds overhead. It's not just me. It's all of us. It's we. I don't know if you can see the gray clouds through the screen, but it's a we thing. And it's weird to say, "Oh yeah, man, shit, I wish I could just travel away from weather." Fucking everywhere on the planet. It was Finland was having weather, Spain was having weather, Vegas was having weather, Florida was having weather. It's like the whole world needed to rinse itself real quick. And that's what it is. It's a gentle rinse, it's a gentle calm. Even the tears that we cry tend to clear out our soul. It's almost like our nature's way of saying, "Hey man, here's a little reprieve. Here's a little something to make you feel better." And it's a natural function. The tears, the rain, it's all the same. Here's the deal. We tend to believe that other people are happier than us. And of course you're going to believe it because you're sitting there looking at Instagrams and you're looking at the feed of someone else's stories, and it's curated, right? We were talking about this the other day too, how posting on social media was dead because people are just like, either one, can't keep up, or two, they stop believing in the lies. The thing I wanted to do with Saints Edition is not tell any lies. Like no one is perfect, not even Jesus, and especially not me. And even the saints, there are some that are crooked as fuck. I was watching some porn chick was on the thing, like it was the pastor's son, and it was like, you fucked the pastor's son in the church, like for real, at Sunday service, like that's what you really did, dude. And it was like, he's as culpable as she is. He was involved with it too. And that's what's interesting to me is like you like to think that there's a separation of church and state. You like to think that there's a separation of good and evil, halo and horns, mostly saints. It's like this, that it's in all of us. You know what I mean? I've been telling people, especially with the erotic night coming next week, that I'm making shirts here at the event. It's not just one person. Everybody has a kinky side. Everybody has a dark side. Everybody has a sad side. And it's something that we don't exactly display on social media or any other place because we think that like we're alone with it, right? Like I thought the cloud was just following me as I look out. This cloud's over everybody, and that rain was over everybody. And for me to get jealous over Burning Man and I'm here but that's there, and then not to want to be in a mud hut with all the other people, that was another something. You know what I mean? Like I was sitting there and I was just like, I'll be jealous of all these guys going, all the girls and all the outfits and all the lights, and then guess what? It's fucking flooding, and there are no lights, and there are no girls, and then there goes the cute outfits. Now it's just rain boots and raincoats, and everybody's wearing the same. We think that other people have it better. No, I have to repeat that again. That we are without reproach that no, just Saint has the addictions. He's the only one talking about it. How I can't invest in a brand that says addictions. You're the only one with an addiction. Just you, dude knows, And it's like, nah, dude, it's all of us, right? And I was walking with the homie after we talked yesterday at the morning motivation. He said, I also lost a child. And I was like, say what? And he has 3 kids, two in Sri Lanka, one somewhere else, blah, blah, blah. But I was sitting there and I was just like, wow, the more I talk about it, the more open I get about it, the more healing I get from it. Even now trying to tear up with the healing, and we talked about tears healing, it was just one of those situations that, I got some alone time, so it's okay for my tears, but you know, you hear that knocking? The Ashton Kutcher and Demi Moore lost a child, and I didn't know this because I don't live their lives and I don't watch celebrity rags, and that's not what I'm crying about. But she was like, I lost a child with my second soulmate. And then her kids were really, really jealous. Like, how are you going to ignore us? Everything was about this other baby, and here are your babies alive from this other family. And how to handle, like a pimp, doesn't matter if you're popular or not, how to handle the loss of a child. They don't prepare you for that. We really don't prepare people for adulthood. We don't tell them that tragedy will befall you. We give them extreme amount of confidence and delusion of hope, because like I know that there will be some sort of tragedy. There will be a credit crisis. There will be a bankruptcy. There's all these things in our lives, and we just kind of ignore it and go by. But no one's teaching people in school about this stuff. They're not teaching you how to be mentally healthy, financially healthy, and prepared for the unknown. And unfortunately, that's why I have to have this show, to talk about those things. We were talking about it last night, but people don't want to talk about. I was talking about my homie and all his addictions. I said, look, he's got them all, bro. He's got the gambling. He's got the girls. When you feel shitty inside, might hit up a bunch of hoes, and as long as they say they love you or let you sleep with them, you're gonna think you feel better. That's not gonna bring your kids back. You know what I mean? And neither is a line of cocaine or methamphetamines or whatever meth or snorting speed or whatever the fuck you're doing, or drinking or whatever else the outlets are, and they're all the same for all of us. You think that these things are kind of alleviating the pain, or at least numbing it, and it might work just for a little bit, just like this. I found in my buddy's anal gel. You might get some magic glide, you know what I'm saying? Creamy and extra long lasting, but even lube wears away, you know? You kind of have to constantly change the oil in your engine. There's just so much wear and tear of our minds, and so many storms. Even FEMA's running out of money for these disasters and emergencies. And that's something that they don't prepare you for in school, is that a disaster and an emergency will happen again. And there will be a forest fire that will burn down your whole city like Maui. And then you think it would just happen in Maui, but it happened in Greece too. And it's like, we delusionally, Tenerife, Spain, I heard, got burnt up too. Delusionally believe that things are supposed to be kosher, right? We leave you into this world of extreme confidence, especially Americans, and it's delusional because there's no preparation for the downside. There's all upside. It's all, you're young, the world's in front of you. Do what you want, girl. Be empowered, girl. Like I was talking with the Norway girl. It's my time. I've been giving up my life, but my whole life, and I'm like, that's your job. You know, your kid is your boss, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you made another human being, and now you're responsible for that human being. That's called sacrifice. That's called service, and that's called duty. And a lot of people don't have enough duty, or call of duty, a call of duty to do anything bigger than themselves. And something like, yo, I gotta pay my rent. Yo, I want to get this car. I want to get this girl. I want to get something. I don't hear a lot of people saying I want to give something. They don't want to pay the the price for the prize. Facts. And unfortunately, there is a price. And it's not like a currency or a price tag or a sale item. It's fundamental. It's the fundamental beliefs that we believe in ourselves. And it's not just something that's just a joke or you get to say on the side and stuff. No, real change will change you. And it's just it's shocking because a lot of us will sit there and expect things to change in our lives, but we won't change any of our patterns. You know, my friends won't change any of their decisions. I invited my friend for the third time and last time to go for a workout. He's not moving. He's full of excuses. He'd rather still do steroids. I watched my buddy get injected right in the ass right on this couch yesterday. But not do the work, not come to the gym, not come work out with me. They just doing it the lazy way. And there is no easy way out. And no one gets to tell you that. No one gets to tell you that you're going to have to live in this mind for the rest of your life. And the experiences that you accumulate will be the lens that you see through. And if you don't change your ways, there's only going to be one way. And that's a tough thing for people because they want things to be different, but they don't want to be different. They don't want to have to change their diet. They don't want to have to change their routine. They don't want to have to change their location. They want things to come to their world the way they see it fit. There've been so much McDonald's and Burger King commercials, have it your way, where you think that because you ordered it and you paid for it, there it is, got it. Because you ordered it and you paid for it, that it should come the way that you expect it. And in our expectations, we become, what's the word? Entitled. And in our entitlement, because we're waving our dollars, you can't wave the dollars away from the Maui fire. There's no amount of money you can throw at it to end the situation. But we all are chasing the bag instead of chasing our minds. We're not chasing our mentality and our what's the word? I want to say optimism. Our attitudes. We are expecting things to come our way in a certain way because we said so, because we ordered it that way. You know, it's our Uber Eats. Where is it? And unfortunately, Uber Eats is swimming because it's raining outside like everyone else. This is so true. And I tend to look at humans more of like storms I can't see. You know, there's something brewing in everybody's head, in between their ears, this gray zone that I've never seen. And sometimes the stories are riveting. You know, sometimes it's just like, what? That really happened to you, bro? And the boy said that, man, you've been to South Korean prison? Shit. He leaned over. He was like, I can't imagine. And as I'm saying it to him, it's almost like an out of body experience because I can't believe it happened to me too. You know, it's hard for me to process that because it's long gone. But it's also something that I had to go through a process to process. You know, I didn't want it to be a part of my life story. Definitely like the abortion. I don't like talking about it. It's not my favorite subject. I tell people all the time, you're talking about the worst days of my life. You know, losing my child and love and a future. That path is gone, and the other path was covered in prison and reform and born saints addiction. I don't want to talk about my failures. I didn't want to talk about my losses. I wanted to pound my chest and say I'm at the top of the hill. But the only reason I'm at the top of the hill is because I started from the bottom down here. And I'm not even at the top of the top that I can get to. You know, I've lost some weight, but I can lose more. And I feel all right, but I can feel better. And I do my workouts, but I probably could do more. And it was one of those things that had to snap out yesterday. Like some of the stress was coming my way. Don't post that video of the Barcelona smoking weed. I said, you already approved it. More drama. What was the other thing that someone was trying to, where are you, bro? And trying to bring me drama. And I'm like, how are you trying to bring me drama? I'm trying to pick up your mood and you're trying to bitch me out. And I'm like, fuck you. But hard to help those that are still angry, even though they're causing themselves, you know, their issues. And it's hard for people to find they're happy. You know, it's hard for people to snap out of their funk and turn around and go, okay, let's work this out. Or you're right, I am in a funky mood, or I can do better. These things are tough for us because we're living in the storm and we think we're the only ones in the storm. And the unfortunate part, and the truth is you're not the only one drowning on the Titanic. There's about 3,000 souls there swimming, panicking for their lives, in debt, can't breathe, stressed out, things happening in their lives. And that's all of us. And that's what I started really seeing is like it rains on all of us. It rains everywhere. When you think it's just always sunshine, there has to be a rainy day. And unfortunately, that's what comes with the yin and yang. And there's a balance here. There's a real balance to life, and it'll show us every time. Um, you know, when we're weighing things out, good or bad, there is no such thing. It's just taking turns, and that's just the truth of it. The moment you are on top of the hill is the moment the ball rolls back, and you got to go back down there and grab that bitch. That's what I think is really my strength. And the reason I think anybody watches this show is because when I do something, I make a decision. I was just like, might be subtle, might be as quick as, yeah, go ahead, large fries, large drink, bam. You it'll be as subtle as I need to travel because I need my mental health, or I need to come back to Finland and hit this gym. And now I'm like, puffy and my chest is popping and my abs are showing and your boy Saint's feeling good and I lost some weight. I feel great. Um, but it's also this battle between here, the battle between my ears to not dwell on what I haven't done in my life. I haven't broken into millionaire mode. I haven't married someone. I haven't had a child or made a family. I haven't done a lot of things that I think would be cool. I'll sell a million shirts, life goals of mine. But at the same time, I still am traveling the world and going places I never thought I would see, La Sagrada Familia. And I see my other friends going, I was like, I was just there. And now we're in this club. And there was this one friend and she was there. And another homie, the DJ guy, he was there. And it's like, I'm a part of this thing that when I'm there with the people, there I am. And when I sat around these 12 guys, I was just like, wow, man, this is kind of cool. It's a nice night. Just got my little hoodie on. It's churning fall. All the boys got their beers. The river is rolling by. I'm trying not to get bit by mosquitoes. And it's just chill. I'm thinking I could be anywhere. I could be at the Burning Man. I could be at the drum circle. I could be anywhere. And here I am doing what I need to do to heal my own soul and get my own mind right. And that's what it's going to have to take sometimes. It's going to have to take an assessment of all the things, not just the bad things, not just the good things, not just the curated things, but of all things, and say, shit, at least I'm still alive. I'm really shocked at it. I've had one chick in the circle killed herself recently. The other homie, I found out he died of opioids. The other homie, he said he was going to go into surgery and he didn't make it much further. I wish I took a last photo with him. I didn't. And the other homie, when I close my eyes, I can see Chris, and he always just hugs me like, "Yeah, buddy." He was a big guy, and Suapia, Chris Suapia, and these guys don't walk the earth any longer. Neither does that girl, and it hurts the feelings, and neither does my child. And yeah, I still have to walk this earth where it rains and storms, and there's hurricanes and floods. But at the same time, I'm still the guy sitting by the river, enjoying the fucking peace of Finland, enjoying meals with friends, and giving my mind that relaxation that it needs instead of escaping, like I tend to usually do when I want weed. Like, oh, I'm stressed out. Let me grab a joint. It's not the solution. That's why I did most of the show without it. And that's what it is. It's a decision to make phases of our lives and go, okay, I'm going to have to battle this one myself. I'm going to have to go into my mind and find some sort of relief that doesn't destroy me, and not run to something because it feels good, or I want to escape, or I can't handle it. But to prep myself, that storm's going to come. And that's why we build floodplains and drainage pipes and sandbags, and know that it's going to hurricane again in Florida. It's going to rain on your parade. It's going to rain on Burning Man. And I heard they might cancel it and it might not burn this year. But you can burn in here. You can burn the whole house down up in your mind. And that's what started this whole journey. I have to tell people, I was depressed, bro. I was just like my homie, hitting on bitches, sleeping with bitches, people that didn't love me, and it made it worse. Drinking with the buddies, it just made it worse. Yes, it feels good that you're with your friends. But if you can't get up in the morning, I got what, fucking 8 a.m. I felt so fresh. The sun came out. I was gonna run into that bitch, and then it started to rain. But I'm in here, in my brain. That's where the rain. That's where you can stop the rain. Between the brain is when you can reflect on it, dude. When you can say, yeah, man, this rain, it's freshening us up. I want fresh water. I love the water here in Finland. I can go right to the tap and drink it. It's the most freshest air water in the world. And I'm sitting here going like, I'm here now, but where's my brain? And where's my thoughts and where's my emotions? And that's the things that guide us the most. And I just assess it. I assess my life and I sit there and I go, how can I prepare myself for the next storm? How can I love someone and love them with all my heart and do right by them? I don't just take the situation and go, that happened to me. I'd sit there and go, it's teaching me. It's teaching me something. And I might have to sit there for a while and Buddha it out and sit here and meditate and pretend I'm zenned out. But I zen myself out and I say, okay, Saint, what are you doing with this lifespan? Those people's lives ended. Some people still live in their tragedy. Where can I be? Like my South Korean prison, I don't wear that. I don't go around still talking about it. It's been 10 years. And when I explain it to people, they're like, whoa. And I'm like, that was like 10 years ago, bro. That was a decade ago. And I don't live in that world anymore. It happened to me. It's in here for sure, but it's not in here. You know what I mean? I don't live in that. I don't live in that. And I have to live in a world where my child is not alive, and I have that part in my story. And I don't know, maybe I get a beautiful wife that's never had kids, that doesn't call me names and treats me with some love and respect and doesn't walk away, sits there with me through the storms, and whether it be her storm or mine, bring that, because everybody has it. Everybody's bringing some unseen trauma. Everybody's bringing a storm between their ears, and you just don't know. But what I do know is that everyone has it. Everyone has it, and it's part of our lives, and we have to find out ways to prepare for it. Are you going to prepare for chaos? The kid was telling me, and I'll let you know at the gym, he was like, yeah, I'm going to fucking, for the next 7 years, just grind. And I'm like, sounds like a prison sentence. He's like, yeah, but then I'll be free. And I'm like, but are you really free? If money controls your mood and it controls your life, and all you do is just live by it, then that's your God. But my God is nature, and she heals me for free. She lets me walk outside, and the fact that I can walk outside was the thing. I hate to fucking jump on it, but it was just like I was telling this kid, you've never been in prison. Yes, I have. I went to army school. And I'm like, that's not prison. No one's ever had a key to a door and locked you in. Until that day, you will know your life is priceless, and money is not the answer. And it wasn't an amount of money that anybody could ever give me. And they go, check it, Saint. Go back to South Korean prison, do another 6 months of time. But this time, you're getting out, and this time, you're getting $1 million. And I was like, but 6 months of freedom. He's saying 7 years of freedom. That's the prison term. That's the time, and that I cannot get back. So the way you spend your next 7 years, you might think you're going to spend the next whatever. You're almost like a control freak. You think you're in control, like a Nazi. That we can perfect genetics and we can perfect life and have the perfect human. There's no perfect humans. No one is perfect here at Saints Addiction and in life. Everybody likes to pretend they have it perfect, and then all of a sudden they got ovarian cancer, or like I heard Mike Tyson say that gave me some relief. And the guy said, name something that happened in your life. He's like, I lost my 4-year-old daughter in an accident on a treadmill. How'd you get over it? He's like, I'm still not over it. Best answer ever. I'm still not over it. My ex calling me, you should be over it by now. You don't get to decide when I'm over it. I don't get to decide when I'm over it. these are a part of my life, and I don't think I'll ever be over it. I don't think I'll ever be able to handle it. But can I walk? Can I move my body? Can I still work out and be a better me despite the tragedies that have befallen me? And that's the question of our days. Rain will come, oop, and sun will shine out, and eventually, this too shall pass. And that's the end of this show because the sun's coming out and I want to get outside. So know that the clouds are on over everybody's head. It's not just you suffering. This isn't the pain Olympics. We don't want to do laps of pain. I want to see who can walk out of this place on their own 2 feet after all is said and done. Who can still run, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run out into the sunshine, and I want you to do the same. Get out of the house, get some fresh air, even if it's raining. Go for a walk. Be the best person you can be, and do it for yourself because you're preparing. I'm not saying, oh, greater days are coming. I know that's not much more motivation, but what I am saying is there's a better way to prepare for the next war and start building the walls, not to block out not people, but situations, and not that they get a block, but they get handled better. And now it's not just me catching a brick, but I got gloves. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready for the next touchdown to be thrown my way. Even though I know I'm going to get hit, I know I'm still going to grab that ball and take a dip and fall forward. And that's what we do around here. We fail forward. And thank you for watching the show. Morning motivation, peace, and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever here in Finland and Finnish. And go for a walk, even in the storm. I'll see you on the other side. Ciao. Saints Addiction on Instagram. Buy a shirt. Someone saw my hoodie yesterday and they want to get a copy. I must have done something right. And my friends are wearing their We for Vegas shirts. And then another friend in Vegas is wearing his We for Vegas shirts. And I must have done something right. My friends are wearing my shirts. They're wearing my designs. They're proud of me and they're supporting me and they're following me. And that I am grateful for. That's some hard work that I put in. That gives me that another fortitude, another fucking rain sack, another sand sack to stop the flood in my life. And it was just like, yeah, I fucked up here, here, and here, and here. My brain would love to tell you each fuck up I've done. But also, what's nice is when it creeps in and goes, oh, my friends have been to Barcelona, and oh, yeah, I have I've got some peaceful moments in Finland, and oh, that one time where I was grateful that I kept working out and that I still have my health, and that's primero uno: freedom, health, and happiness. And if you can attain those three things, you are a wealthy individual. That's your morning motivation. I'm 4 minutes over, but I had to get that out. That's just so much more important is not what happens to us, but like Rocky says, it's can you take a punch and get back up. I got back up. I got back up. Yup. I got back up.